Hey, how are you, Aaron? Welcome to Carpool with Trey. I'm sorry, your name is not Aaron.
Yeah, no, that's my dad. I'm
Yeah.
Azuz. AZU.
AZU, Azu. It's a very nice name, man, actually.
Nigerian.
Very modern.
What'd you say?
Very modern name. Modern.
Is there like more to it?
Yeah. Like
yeah.
modern as in like very up and coming name, you know?
No, it's a traditional
Oh,
name.
okay.
I'm Nigerian.
Oh, you're Nigerian. Oh,
Yeah.
nice. You born and raised here?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. So, Azu, you said?
Yeah.
Right? Hey, Azu, how are you doing today, man?
I'm good.
Well, so what have you been, what you been up to? How's your day going so far?
Good. Just got done hanging out with my dad and at work earlier.
Oh,
So I was
nice.
hanging out with him.
So, when I asked you about the podcast, you said something about you learned a lot, or what did you say? I'm sorry, I missed you on that
Just
part.
about the podcast?
Yeah.
Do you mind if I turn this light off?
Oh yeah, sure.
But what do you mean?
So when you told me about the podcast, you said something. You learned a lot,
a
or
bunch of different perspectives.
Yes.
Like how you're doing an Uber ride. You never know what's gonna happen in the car.
Yeah.
What are you gonna talk about?
So what kind of podcast do you listen to or watch?
Mostly like $1 Million Worth of Game. That's like hip hop.
Yeah.
But it's not always about music. They also just talk about real life things.
Oh, nice.
And just personal growth.
Mhm.
Also, I Am Athlete podcast.
Oh, nice.
I'm a ex-football player, ex-collegiate football player.
Okay.
So, those just professional football players. They also just bring on guest speakers.
Mm-hmm.
That,
Do you,
also just talk about things that are they teach you about life as well.
life as well. Do you mind sharing some of the things that you learned from that?
It'll be hard to really just pinpoint.
It's okay. It's
something
okay.
Exactly, but really just overall, again, just life lessons.
Yeah.
That are just outside again. Like I'm an athlete.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bunch of football players, but again, how football as a whole is a sport
Mm-hmm.
that's built around brotherhood, camaraderie, and then when you make it to the league and you're making millions of dollars, I don't want to say just to play a sport, but I think they get a different perspective on life, but they also are able to just relate to real life people and just give since they are famous, they have to just put their own voice to it.
Oh,
and
nice.
Make people relate.
Mm-hmm. Do you play football?
I used to.
Oh, used to. If you don't mind asking, why did you stop?
Injury. Personal injury.
Oh, okay. Did you like tore some of your body part or something?
Something like that, yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, the injury is very common, isn't it, in the football?
Occasionally, I'll go out. I'm 22-year-old kid.
Oh, nice. We are same age.
I'll go out occasionally, but I'm not like a party every weekend. Not even every other weekend. I go out occasionally with my friends, but mostly I really am just focused on my craft right now. Like I said, I'm a graphic designer and photographer, and I feel like when you love your job, it's not really work. You have fun doing that. So I really do spend most of my time just doing that.
That is amazing. Not many people are able to find or get the job in the same field that they enjoy.
Exactly.
You know?
And I'm actually still in school right now, but I work for Chicago Public Schools,
Okay.
and then which is like we're in Chicago, and it's like a very very great job for me. I'm an intern for them doing graphic design and photography, and I also work for a non-for-profit doing graphic design and photography as well.
Oh, nice.
So although I'm still in college, I really have a shot. I have a real life view of what my life's gonna look like doing my profession.
That is very nice. So, what's some things that you have planned for your future or goals that you have regarding your career?
I actually have my own clothing brand too that I just started.
Would you like to plug that to the
2020.
people?
Yep, Amuma Creative Company. That's AMUMA. You can find that on Instagram at Amuma Creative Company, and then I'm also my photography Instagram is at AZUSPOV. So that's Azuz Point of View. That's my photography page if you actually want to look at that too.
I got you.
And I founded that in 2020.
Okay.
And really just, again, like I said, I stopped playing football because of an injury. And once I went through that injury, it really just opened my eyes on like life and realizing that life goes fast.
It does.
That's actually the slogan, like for my brand.
Oh.
So my logo, if you guys go look at it online or wherever, whoever's looking at it, you'll see that it's a lightning bolt, and the lightning bolt is actually like my name. So my logo, it says Azuz, and when I first started the brand out, it was just going to be called Azuz Lighthouse, just in the sense that the job of a lighthouse is to help lost ships at sea during a storm, and the same way that I was saying that I would just like to use my voice to help people that are going through things that I would go through as well. That was like a lighthouse is also doing that in the same like way, kind of like a metaphor. So, and but I later changed it on. So Amuma, it means like I said, I'm Nigerian, and my tribe from Nigeria is called the Igbo tribe.
Igbo tribe.
Yep, IGBO.
IGBO. Okay.
And the language that they speak is also called Igbo. And the word lightning in Igbo is called Amuma. So it's like
you have deep
it's
thoughts.
really like a wordplay. So as you can see, like it's called Amuma and it's lightning. And I really wanted to have a logo, but also like a brand name.
Yes.
I didn't want them to be the same exact thing. So I was finally able to differentiate this, and even just with the brand, I feel like not everybody, but a lot of people like is trying to start a clothing brand today, just because streetwear is so popular.
Yes.
But I'm doing it really for. I want to bring back African style into fashion.
Okay.
And not even the traditional outfits, like partially, but just really the patterns that in my culture, certain art styles and things like that. Because just the thing about many black people in America is many of them do not know their heritage. There's a difference between people calling themselves black and African American, or like in my sense, I'm African American, but at the end of the day, like there's a lot of people that do not know exactly like where the home country's from, just because of what happened through slavery and everything. A lot of people got their last name from their slave owner, and they lost their native last name. So there's like a lot of history. If you want to do the research, it takes a while. I don't know, like ancestry.com. Thankfully, I've never had to do that myself. But I've heard those work a lot, and you can like find your roots, and it helps a lot of people. And I think a lot of the issues is just like playing in Chicago, and not even just Chicago, but the entire country, and people almost just around the world. We really just don't know our heritage, and what's happening in the black community. And if you really did, I think it would be a lot better just for us as a whole.
So what made you go and learn about your heritage and go back to your roots?
My grandfather, he was the first person to come here, and he was just a very native person. Everybody in my family has a Nigerian first name, or a Nigerian name somewhere in their name. Okay. And so just from the start, I was always just instilled as, like, I was African, and I was Nigerian, and it was like, that was instilled in me from eating the traditional food, wearing the traditional outfits. That's just how I grew up. I've actually been to Nigeria as well.
Oh, okay.
I went there when I was in 5th grade, and we stayed there for about 2 weeks. And it was about a family, about 15 of us, and we stayed in a 1-bedroom house. And one of the best times of my life. And thankfully also, from that, my uncle, who I was actually staying with there, he moved here since then with his own entire family. And we really just been figuring it out. And I think we've been doing a good job of that.
It is amazing, man. You definitely have so much knowledge in you, for sure.
Yeah,
So
I would like to say, I got a lot of different perspectives.
That is amazing.
I'm from the south side of Chicago. That's why I was born, first grew up until I was about 10 years old. And then I moved to like the north side of Chicago, kind of in the burbs. So I was able to get a perspective of what happens in the inner city, but then also see the difference of being in the suburbs and seeing how much of a difference there is, even just in the school system. There's such an education gap from inner city schools to the suburbs, and it really just isn't fair. And I really think something needs to be done about that. But yeah, that's really just what I got it off of.
that is amazing. So if you don't mind me asking, what made you move to north side of Chicago, or you just wanted to experience different side of?
I was 10 years old. It wasn't up to me.
Oh, it wasn't up to you.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was just parents' thing. Yeah.
So what difference do you see from south side and north side?
Really everything. From how I was talking about the school system, you can definitely see just the funding in the schools, what the kids have in the schools. It really is just a lot different. The type of attention, the type of care that the teachers give, and it's just a lot different.
Yeah. Do you think north side is better?
I wouldn't say that it was better in a sense because it's just two different. It really, my dynamic of where I moved in two different societal groups. Like I was in a predominantly black community before I was 10, and I moved to a predominantly white community where I was the only African American kid in my class. So I don't think either one of them are better. It's just where I just ended up.
Oh, okay. Do you think are you at the better place right now, or you were better place than before?
I think that's kind of the same question.
My bad.
Yeah, I definitely think my mom, her motive was clearly just the inner city is in a good area, and my mother just wanted to just get me out of that area in that sense, and clearly just anywhere. Being in the suburbs, I was just talking about the better education, so that in that sense, definitely, but yeah.
I had one more question. I totally lost the question, but I was gonna say, is your whole family close to culture? Because I have a couple people who I know, my friends, and they are not very woke about their own culture like how you are. Is your whole family is connected to your culture or woke about your own culture, or it's just
my entire family, even the people that get married inside our family, they know. They always ask, like they're like, oh, I want a Nigerian name because like I want to be part of the culture with you guys because you guys wear it on your sleeve so proudly.
So if you don't mind me asking, is there any difference between Nigerian culture and African American culture, or it's the similar or same thing?
It's the same in a sense because although there's so many different countries in Africa, it's still just one Africa at the end of the day.
Yes.
But I definitely think there's from Ghana, different places in Africa, there's slight differences from the way that they cook the jollof rice and things like that. But at the end of the day, we all get along.
Okay.
And then we're all very similar.
That is amazing. Going back to your clothing line, do you sell clothes connected to your culture or streetwear? Both.
So I've had 2 drops so far. They're just I've been through some personal things that have just delayed some drops, and I really just I don't want to say that like I'm sluggish, but I really don't think that I'm not in a rush with things. I know that I really just have time, and I don't want to give out an unfinished product and not when I feel ready. But also just in the sense of an artist, I really I don't have to release things when people want it. I can release things when I want it.
When you want it, of course.
I've dropped 2 things so far, and both have been collaborations. I've had an official collaboration with my school.
Okay.
I had a photography show up in my school.
Nice.
And with the pictures that I was showcasing in the gallery, I dropped some clothes that also went with that. And those streetwear items that I dropped were about my Nigerian heritage. And then I also had a opportunity where I was an intern for the Chicago Blitz. And that's like many people don't know this, but there's a women's professional football team here in Chicago. And like I said, they're called the Chicago Blitz. And I was a photography intern for them. And during my internship, I realized that they just didn't have any team merch. And I was able to design some team merch for the team.
Oh,
and,
congratulations.
I sold some, and that was really dope. And I'm working on many other things. Some of it is flat out streetwear, but they're also in my streetwear. I'll throw something in there that is very subtle, that if a Nigerian person or African person sees it, they'll notice it, but it's not like screaming like, oh, recognize me.
Yeah. I get it. It totally does make sense. Do you have any picture of your clothing, if you don't mind me asking?
I can show you. Definitely. I don't want to distract you while you're driving.
Oh, okay. Yeah, once we are done, it would be better if we can show to the camera, so that way whoever is going to watch, they'll be able to, if they decide to buy it.
I can show you. The things I'll show you, I don't want to.
Oh, okay, no problem.
Like I said, these do plan to drop. I definitely plan to drop them very, very soon. But I don't want to show something.
No, definitely. It's totally fine. I was gonna say, what do you do for marketing, if you don't mind me asking?
Right now, I'm really just on social media. I have my own website. So I have my Instagram, but my website is also amumacc.com. That's AMUMACC.com.
Okay.
And that's really about it. Once I start dropping clothes, I will use like the sponsored posts on social media. You can pay a few dollars.
Yes.
Get it posted in your local area, things like that. But I'll be doing a lot of groundwork just in the city of Chicago. I've been down here a lot shooting anyway. I have a lot of connections. And I really just plan to use as many resources as I can.
Okay. Are you familiar with the NFT market side?
Yes, I'm kind of iffy about NFTs. I think the industry needs to develop a little bit more.
Of course.
When I did a lot of research about it, I realized that it wasn't very environmentally conscious at the time, and that was the reason that I didn't really want. That was one reason. There are a few reasons I didn't want to get into it, but that was a major reason.
Oh, okay, makes sense. Sorry, I'm gonna jump back to your clothing line. It was very interesting to know about your clothing line. Sorry, I was gonna say, I would like to jump back to your clothing line because it was very interesting to know about and to get to know the story of why are you starting. What made you start get into clothing and photography, if you don't mind?
I'll definitely say my brother. My brother is a professional athlete. He played in the NBA for 7 years.
Oh, okay.
So really just being around him, I really just realized that it was cool to hang around, but I also wanted to find my purpose. And then also just through him, I was able to experience a lot of things. And I realized that nobody ever, anytime there was a photographer around or someone taking a picture of us, nobody ever documented things the way that I thought. Like, I've always felt like it could have been done better.
You could have done better job.
Not even myself. I just feel like, I feel like this could have been done so much better. But I just didn't know how. And then once I realized, like, I really just like photography, I was like, I should try doing this myself. And that's really just how I got into it.
Okay. So how did you figure out the problems? How did you find out that, by the way, sorry, I'm going to go back. What things you thought that you can do better?
What do you mean? I'm kind of confused.
You said that when people takes picture, you could have done a better job.
Oh, so really just from how they choose to take the picture. From some people really just take photos and don't edit the lighting at all.
Yes.
They don't crop them at all, and it's just how the orientation of the photo. Like there's I'm a photography minor in school, so like you really just learn like you can utilize like how you structure a photo from like the rule of thirds, centering, and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
That really just change the aspect of a photo in major ways.
Definitely it does. Couple of I have my own photographer for some of the things that I do, and the way they do things and the things that you described, I can totally tell the difference, that why you can do better job and in which aspect, that is very interesting. Do you do videography or no? Just
Yes,
strictly.
I do. Well, I don't advertise that I do videography as much because, like I said, I'm still in school.
Mhm.
So I just took my first video class this past school year.
Oh, okay.
I really enjoyed it. My Instagram, if you whoever ends up looking at it, you'll find my personal Instagram. That's one of the only pages that I follow on my brand page.
Oh, I got
And
you.
then you'll see a couple videos. There's a video on my photography page that I've made, and then there's also one that's on my personal page. And those are both. One of them was a personal assignment that I made for the for CPS, and then the second one was a school assignment.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I'm into video. It really just I want to take a little bit more time on it until I start broadcasting to people like that.
Okay.
I can do it because I definitely think that's something I can be very skilled in as well.
Of course. Do you do videography? I mean, do you do Photoshop and all that stuff by yourself?
Yeah, I do everything by myself. For my brand, I design, buy the blanks, make it, do the photo shoot.
Even marketing you do by yourself?
Everything, one man show.
That is amazing.
I know it can't be like that entirely because like once it gets to a certain point, but definitely in the beginning, I think that I'm doing it all like at a high level because usually it's like you can't do it all because you're gonna slack in one position. And of course, I can definitely do like the business side and the marketing a little bit better. But when it comes to the artistic side, I have that completely open.
Okay.
Every aspect.
So, you don't get suggestions. You don't take such. I wouldn't say you don't take it. So you do everything by yourself. There is nobody you get help from. That is very good, man. Is it stressful?
Very.
How do you manage that?
I meditate.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie, I be smoking a little weed sometimes. But yeah, that's about it.
Mm-hmm. You think weed makes you productive? Or
Yes.
that just chills you down?
I think it has many different uses actually.
Mm-hmm.
There's some weed that makes you productive. There's some weed that just gonna chill you out because you also just. It's not like it's work all the time. Sometimes you just do need to wind down and relax. So when you do actually work, you are focusing. You're not trying to relax.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it really is just. It all comes down to your focus level at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
I think everyone's focus level. If you want it bad enough, you're gonna get it done regardless.
So how do you describe your normal day, if you don't like your normal day schedule or routine?
Wake up, go to work, come. When I go to work, I'm working on my work assignments, but when I finish them, I do personal assignments, personal artwork things. Come home, most of the time, I'll usually come home and do some more for work, if it's depending on, because also I'm a freelance photographer, so I get booked pretty often.
Mm-hmm.
So I usually have some pictures to edit, things like that. I watch a couple shows. I like, if I find a good show, I'll definitely like sit and binge watch it. But the cool thing that I like to do is, since I am like a graphic designer artist, I'm able to work while I'm still watching a show.
Oh,
Because
that is amazing.
many professions, you have to sit and read something or like type something. No, I'm making art, and I can completely watch a show while I'm doing that.
Wow, that is amazing skill, because me personally can't do that.
Yeah.
I have to, if I'm watching a show, I have to watch a show, or if I'm doing something, I have to do that. Besides, but it's a very useful skill that you have.
Yeah.
You know. What I was
I'm
gonna
a
say.
big music head too.
Yeah.
If you guys go on my website, you'll see I have a SoundCloud account.
Oh, okay.
It's also at AmomaCC.
AmomaCC.
I really like the underground rap scene.
Okay.
I like it a lot.
Do you have? Did you posted any songs or anything? over
None
there?
of my own, but I have a lot of reposts where I just, if you want on my SoundCloud, you'll see I'll repost just like the nice current hip hop songs by like the biggest artists, but I'll also have some underground gems that are like from a guy who has less 100 followers on Instagram, trying to become a rapper.
Yeah.
And it's just a ridiculous song that like I just came upon.
Yeah, yeah,
I really just I like that a lot. I appreciate the music as a whole.
I would say, do you like to help people in that kind of aspect?
Yes, with my brand and just everything that I like to do, I definitely wouldn't mind to be like an A&R or like a music manager one day, because I can do the art, I can design the artist merch, I can help with the cover art, I can do a lot of things. So I definitely think that's something I would like to do later on. It's this house right here on the corner.
Perfect. That is amazing, man. You do so much stuff, and you got so many skills to do. And
Didn't even say more. I'm a chef on the side. I just
oh man, damn,
Yeah.
nice. You cook professionally or just for fun?
Nah, I got all my licenses and stuff in high school.
Oh, okay. So you are like professional.
Yeah, I didn't like all the cuts and stuff you gotta learn, so I decided not to pursue it in college.
Okay, but it was very nice. It was very nice talking to you, Azuz.
Yes, sir, man.
Thank you for.
You gotta plug your.
Oh yes, it's Carpool with Shrey, and if you scan the QR code right here, it's gonna take you through everything I do. Not everything, but some of the things I do.
Turn your light on.
Yeah, thank you. It was very nice talking to you.